Welcome to Blood Bath & Beyond, I'm Jay, and today I'll be doing another Blu-ray haul and just kind of showing you what I picked up recently. Out the gate, it's important to let you guys know that I did find and buy Snapdragon with Pamela Anderson. It is a weird movie. It is funny. It's not nearly the horror movie that I thought it might be. It's hardly even a thriller. I guess it's a thriller, but I imagined this as being super bloody, and it is not. It's sexy. It's certainly sexy. It says a psychosexual thriller. That's probably what I would place it at. It's more like a long episode of like CSI or something like that, or like NCIS, which I found out Chelsea Field, the main woman, she's in NCIS, like New Orleans one, I think. It's okay. I'm going to do a full review of it, but again, it's not a horror movie. But Amazon had like a little sale on, and I bought a couple other movies and got it for free, so why not? But watching this made me want to watch Raw Justice and Barbed Wire, which are also pretty cheap, so I'll probably just put in another order for those and just do a big Pam marathon. Next up is a movie that a lot of people have already seen, and that's the Peninsula. It's like the sequel to Train to Busan. I've heard it is nothing like Train to Busan, which I really enjoyed. It was like my favorite film of that year. I forget what year it came out, but I saw this, it was like $10. I said, why not? I don't know when I'm gonna watch this. I don't know if we'll do a review of it. A lot of the negative stuff that I see is more that it's almost a straight up action zombie movie, which I'm not really a fan of, and that's why I've been putting it off. But the reason why I like Train to Busan was it was doing something different, and it tugs on your heartstrings and you tear up a little, and you don't usually get that from a zombie movie. That is the reason why I'm hesitant to watch this one, because it seems like just another zombie movie. And when I see this mentioned alongside like #alive, a lot of people are saying like watch that instead. So, but you know, a deal's a deal. Okay, these next two we'll do as kind of the same thing because they're basically the same. I posted this on Twitter a little while ago, or on Instagram, because one of these movies got run over by a car, it seemed. So I put it in like a new Blu-ray case. Anyway, we've got Jersey Shore Massacre.
No one gonna get with anyone till we distract the grenade.
And we've got Jersey Shore Shark Attack.
I'm in desperate need of some serious ASS alcohol sunset.
This one also, the disc is, I don't know what the hell happened to this package. Honestly, like if you look at this shit, it's like, it's all busted. The case was actually crushed, like completely crushed. So I got these because I used to have them and I got rid of them. At the time when these movies came out, I didn't collect Blu-rays, and I want to start going back and rebuying all the movies that we reviewed like a few years ago. I want to buy them all back again on Blu-ray. This one specifically, we actually had the opportunity to go to the premiere of, which was really fun. Me, John, and Trav all went to the premiere of Jersey Shore Massacre. We met the cast. We talked with like Ronnie from Jersey Shore. He was at like an after party with us. JWoww was a producer on the film. Like we talked to her on the red carpet, and she like complimented John's eyes.
First of all, I kind of love your eyes.
Thank you.
They're pretty.
It was really cool. This was pretty short after like starting the channel, and we had the opportunity to be on a red carpet. We didn't know what the hell we were doing, so I just shot it on my phone. Ron Jeremy played harmonica for us for a second. That was awkward. But anyway, this is a really fun movie. If you like just like B-style slashers, this is of like the higher tier, and I don't know why no one talks about it. The kills are amazing. Maybe it's because like people don't like Jersey Shore. That's probably why it was run over. I bet somebody at Amazon threw it on the ground and they're like, fuck this. They probably thought it was just Jersey Shore and just stomped the shit out of it. It's definitely worth watching. It is on Tubi. I saw it recently, and I think me and John are going to do a commentary for Patreon on this movie because it's one that I think a lot of people need to watch. Lots of babes, lots of blood. You got a bunch of hunks as well. Very fun. GTL. And Jersey Shore Shark Attack is kind of in that same vein. This is one of the better low budget shark movies because it seems to have a higher budget and it has a lot of actual blood. I mean, there is some CGI stuff, but like some of these guys get eaten by a shark and blood is just spraying everywhere. This one has Vinny from Jersey Shore in it, and it has Joey Fatone from NSYNC. He makes a little appearance. It's a weird, wacky movie, but it is on like the higher end of of the lower budget shark movies. And again, it's not one that I see a lot of people talking about, and I think you should watch it. And we've got 2 more. This first one, I'm sad, didn't come with a slipcover. I kind of get it, it's an older release, but it's the collector's edition of Slither. James Gunn, obviously everybody now knows him from the MCU, but many horror fans know him from maybe some past Trauma work or Slither, which is just such a weird bug body horror slimy ass movie. And I haven't seen it in years. It does have like Michael Rooker, Elizabeth Banks, fucking the guy from Firefly. Oh, Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion is awesome. Firefly is also awesome. I mean, this is a horror channel, but if you haven't watched Firefly or Serenity, well, like watch Firefly then Serenity. Highly recommend. Anyway, Slither is a movie that we've talked about reviewing for ages now. It gets a lot of people recommend this. On Patreon, I've seen some requests coming through mentioning this one and the next film that I have, and so it's only a matter of time that we will actually review them. So I'm really excited to revisit Slither. And last but not least, we have one of my favorite films of all time, and recently watched it on Joe Bob, is Argento's Deep Red. It is awesome. I absolutely love this movie. The soundtrack or the score is just so damn good. And this is the kind of movie that if you were interested in getting into like Italian cinema or giallo specifically, this is a movie that I would recommend because it's got more of like a slasher element to it while still being like a murder mystery. So I really, really like this movie, and I didn't own it. I don't know why I didn't have this. Like, I have Tenebrae and Suspiria 4K, but I just didn't have this. I know that there's like a new release of like the Bird with the Crystal Plumage, and I need to get that as well. But Deep Red is one of those movies that I watch like all the time, especially around when I was like 19 years old. I went through like a big horror phase. I mean, I've watched horror since I was like 8, but right in like my early 20s is kind of when I got really, really into horror. That's when I got my horror tattoos and stuff, and I was absolutely loving it. So between slashers and giallo, this is kind of where I developed like a really, really deep appreciation for horror, for Italian cinema and more obscure stuff. At the time, I'm sure people talked about it a lot, but like I wasn't on the internet doing anything, so I had no way of finding out what the hell this was, but I loved it. And I think music had a lot to do with it because I was really into music at the time as well. But revisiting it recently, this is like a 5-star for me every single time I've watched it. But yeah, that's what I picked up. So we got Slither, we got Deep Red. There's such a stark contrast between a recommendation for Deep Red and Jersey Shore Massacre. Like, again, both of those Jersey Shore ones I think you guys would like if you like cheesy ass shit with lots of blood. That's the important part. These are things that actually have a lot of blood. We found out about Jersey Shore Shark Attack because the director was involved with Girls Gone Dead, which is also another really fun movie from back in the day that stars Sean C. Phillips. You might know him. Cool Duder himself is in that one. And we just kind of looked through everybody's catalog and we saw that this was coming up. And so we reached out to the director, and that's how we ended up going to the after party and the red carpet and stuff. It was really fun. Peninsula, a lot of people probably have already seen this, so I do want to hear your thoughts on that. I know it's going to be mixed already, but let me know what you think of that one in the comments. And then Snapdragon, not a horror movie. What'd you guys think of this haul? Do you like these kind of videos? I think it's fun to do a little like snapshot of just like quick reviews almost of like, that's my thoughts on like 6 movies, or even if I haven't seen some of them. They aren't very thorough reviews, that's for sure, but my initial takes on them. What'd you guys think? Let me know. Like this video, and if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, stay up to date with everything Bloodbath and beyond.